This edition of MacVoices is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes it fast and easy to create your own professional website or online portfolio. For a free trial and 10% off your first purchase, go to squarespace.com and use the discount code MacVoices. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. MacVoices is in San Francisco for Macworld iWorld 2014. I've been able to stop by the ZenDay booth finally and get a chance to talk to Richard about ZenDay. Richard, it's great to see you.
Great to see you. Hi, Chuck.
It's been a great show, and I've been having trouble getting by the booth because it seems to be so busy.
Yes, it is very busy. We had a lot of people since Thursday. It's a very busy Macworld this year.
That's great. That's great. So tell us about ZenDay. What does it do, and how does it solve my problems?
So ZenDay is a new time management app, and it solves your problems by mixing your reminders and your calendars to show you what you can really do today and tomorrow and the day after.
Now, mixing my calendar and reminders, I'm already mixed up. Is that a good idea?
I think it's a good idea because when you look at your to-do list, you have no idea when you have actually time to do that, to complete them. And when you look at your calendar, maybe you have some holes in it and maybe you have some free time, but you don't know what you should be doing between your meetings. So we merge the two together and we present that in your personalized timeline.
Interesting concept. How did that concept come about?
Well, it's from my personal experience as a project manager with companies and startups, because really when I had a to-do list on my notebook, I had to mentally imagine what I could do today between my meetings and my conference calls. And I had absolutely no tool that helped me schedule my day and even tell me what tomorrow would look like. I had to do this every day in my mind. So I wanted to solve that.
It's an interesting idea to mix the two, and there's a very definite benefit when you look at it that way.
Absolutely, because we think you should manage your time, but not your tasks. Time is much more important than the list of your tasks.
Another great point, and unfortunately we all don't look at it that way very often because we have separate apps for those things and tend to think of them as different.
Exactly, I could never figure out why there is calendars on one side and task management apps on the other side, and no one is doing both, so we fill this gap.
Great. Can we see a little bit of it?
Absolutely, please.
Okay.
Yes. So this is our timeline that we display in ZenDay. We have calendar appointments in blue and purple, and we have the to-do list that's coming from the reminders in yellow, and we place them between your meetings, and we show you what you can do today, but also what you can do tomorrow and the days after. We do that on a 3D timeline that's very dynamic. You can zoom in, you can zoom out, and it shows you how dynamic it is. You can also scroll within a single day to see if you have anything before or after. And if you don't do your to-do list, then the to-do list will slide over naturally and occupy the next available time slot.
I love the colorfulness of it, but it's functional. So it's not just looking pretty, it's pretty for a good reason and gives me very quick visual cues as to where I am and what I'm looking at.
Absolutely, and we put some deadline indicators on the right, for example. I see that I have 2 tasks that are late by 3 days, so I probably need to be working on them today.
Richard, is this something that integrates with Apple's calendar and contacts and, calendar and things to do database? Is that the way we get information in?
Absolutely, there is nothing to set up. We just use the calendar you have on your phone, the reminder database you have on your phone, and even the contacts, because you can quickly enter to-do lists like call John, and then you can, in 2 taps from our app, call John directly. So we integrate with everything that's already on your phone.
I've got to think about this. It's making me rethink just in this short time how I manage what I do and all the things I try to do, and I can see how it would make me more productive.
Yes, and it also has an effect of forcing you to think about what you really want to do today and then the things that you can do tomorrow and plan that way, because oftentimes, and that's why we call it ZenDay, oftentimes you're really stressed out because you have this long list of to-dos and you think they need to be done today. We give you a realistic view of what you can achieve today and plan the rest for the rest of the week. And I think that's really gives you a calming effect and be more effective for the things you need to do today.
There's no way you can just cut down on the things I need to do, is there?
Well, that's a matter of being organized and then being maybe scheduling things and maybe ordering them the right way. That's why we have a debriefing module in the app you can actually rate if you think you were doing things on time or not, and see how you evolve over time, how your performance evolves over time with the help of our app.
So in other words, I have to work at that part.
Unfortunately, yes.
So it's in the App Store now.
We launched 2 days ago in the App Store on Thursday, and we were really fortunate to have Apple feature us in the top banner in the productivity segment.
Congratulations. Obviously, people can go and get the app there, and it is free right now.
It is a free app.
Okay. And the website where they can go to learn more about this, the concept and all.
Sorry, ZenDayApp.com.
Thank you so much. It's great to see you, and congratulations. Very nice app.
Thank you very much, Chuck. Thank you.
Folks, we'll have more from Macworld iWorld 2014 in San Francisco. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Camera work by John Zakowski of Azimuth Productions Video San Francisco at videosanfrancisco.com. Visit MacVoices.com for links, show notes, to subscribe, to connect with Chuck on Twitter, app.net, Google+, and Facebook. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, the MacVoices Dispatch, to stay up to date with all the latest MacVoices news from our front page or at macvoices.com/newsletter. Advertising and sponsorships handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com.